Hello friends, this is Cold Run back with Dragon Age Inquisition. We are outside the chapel at... Actually no, it's not called the chapel, is it? It's a chantry. We're outside the chantry in Haven. We just reformed the Inquisition, which in most circumstances would sound like a bad idea. But I guess in this world, it's a good thing, because the Inquisition sounds like it rocks. So, have we explored this area by the chantry? I don't know if we have. No, we haven't. There's treasure here. By the way, I got some advice from a friend who made some suggestions, and so I'm going to start trying to do the videos a little bit differently. Not much differently, just might edit it a little bit more. So yeah, always let me know if you have advice, whether I'm to leave stuff in or take stuff out or do stuff more, do stuff less. All that stuff is super helpful because I am a wee little baby YouTuber who just started.
Too many wounded. Not enough bandages to go around. Start tearing up shirts then. If the Inquisition can afford fancy new uniforms, it can afford bandages.
Okay, so immediately this is interesting. We have some people who are salty at the Inquisition for using up resources, which again, I don't blame them. If we're using uniforms and they need bandages, it can seem like we're just doing stuff for show. And I think the Inquisition is like using really old doctrine to take power, which of course people will probably be resentful of. Let's see how things have changed.
Ally with the Templars, I'd imagine. I've seen them weaken magic.
What about the rebel mages?
Rebel mages probably made that damn breach.
I kind of doubt that. On the other hand, maybe there's that dude before. So I guess just an update of where we were. So yeah, last time we reformed the Inquisition, we had closed the breach, and now I guess we're reporting to Haven's Chantry because the breach isn't actually closed. We just kind of sealed part of it. I don't quite understand that yet. But yeah, people are probably right to be wary about that. Thren, so now...
The blankets weren't worth selling. He's giving them the Inquisition for free.
How kind of him.
That, and he said people who freeze to death don't spend much coin.
Well, he's not wrong.
So there were a bunch of people around town who, when we talked to them, they said, they just said, go to the chantry, and so I'm hoping we can actually get something out of them now. Thren.
If you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom. Anyone calls you knife here, come to me. Oh, you're her. Thren, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
Okay, so requisitions, I'm guessing, are going to be like little side quests, like not side quests exactly, but you know, bring me 10 rat butts, and they'll be like, thank you for bringing me the rat butts. I can use those to feed the hungry or something, and we get a little bit of experience. So we'll see if that's actually the case. What is your job? Also, the fact that she was like, don't let anyone call you knife ears. So knife ears, I'm guessing, is the anti-elf slur. And she seems pretty cool then, if she's like, I won't accept that, so that's good. I'm a little bit slow in talking because my cat is being a pain in the butt. Yeah, you are being a big old pain in the butt. Okay. Let's see, what's your job? How did you end up here?
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
So there's already an infrastructure to the Inquisition, so it seems like we've already had some time pass from the founding, like where Cassandra has kind of gotten her crap together.
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Ten Loghain MacTier, best commanding officer this world has ever seen.
And the big old dick.
After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion.
Yeah.
Queen Honora offered my services to the Inquisition.
That was her name.
There was a kindness. She knew I supported her father and got me away from the political garbage.
Okay. Oh god, now I have to remember the politics of that. I'm not gonna be that hostile. Logan is a traitor. Like, she just told me she rides hard for Logan. No wonder you're unpopular. I'm glad you believe in him. This is like positive. This is negative. This seems the most neutral. I'll go neutral. I don't know if my character has too many cares about Logan.
With that attitude, I can't imagine how you made enemies in Denner.
Oh, that was more
People
dickish
just
than I
don't want to
intended.
hear the truth. I was at Ostagar, and I know what really happened. King Kaelan overextended his position, and the Grey Wardens were too late lighting the signal. Following the original plan would have gotten everyone killed. Turn Logain made the right decision. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
Okay, let's talk about more current stuff.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
Well, that sounds good.
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
And also with you. Okay, so we got 5 thingy-majiggers. That went pretty quickly. I could probably check this in... Well, I have power 1. What does that mean? Power 1, I'm holding 1 eyeball, and each eyeball represents a unit of power. Where do I want to go? Character record? Journal, I think. Journal is the one. Collections. Find all song lyrics. What is that? Oh, right, because we got the song from inside the chantry. Oh, we can collect songs. That's really cool. I love any little collection thing, especially when... Oh, look at that little, you got a regular old band in the art to the top right there. Current quests, complete quests. Where do I find... There's got to be a way to check, not that. I was gonna say, there's got to be a way to check what my current requisitions are, right? Requisition weapons. Yeah, I don't know what that... Okay. Our soldiers require additional weapons if they are to be effective. Reward +1 power, so there's little incentive for me to do this. I mean, not that there's little, there is a little incentive. There's a good incentive for me to do this. So I'll come back here when I have a logging stand, or whatever it was called. I'm just wondering if I forget, like, how do I... Do I have to just write it down on a piece of paper, or is there an actual... And this is a question for y'all, like, is there an actual thing that tells me how I... like, what my current requisitions are? Or do I just have to know from checking this? On the... Ooh, is this a posting? Was this always up here? Andrastes Mabari. You know Andrastes Mabari. He don't show up in the chant, and if you ask those holy sisters, well, they say Andraste can't have had some big old smelly war dog, but all Ferelden knows it's right. Our sweet lady needed someone who would warm her feet at night, and there's Andrastes Mabari by the holy prophet's side. In the fight against Tavern, that dog would never hide. They say the Maker sent him special, always loyal, always without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. I'm already loving that, like, this version that there's a song about. Like, basically, like, Dragon Age Jesus' dog. I love that. I love this, I love this. Oh, that dog, he guards Andraste without arrogance or fear, only asking of his mistress just to scratch behind the ears. But then old Mavrith gets to plotting. Mavrith tries to lure that dog away, but even as they trap the prophet, her Mabari never strays. Why is the name Mavrith familiar to me? Old Mavrith gets to plotting, tries to lure that dog away, but even as they trap the prophet, her Mabari never strays. And then there's Andrastes Mabari by the holy prophet's side in the fight against Deventer, that dog would never hide. They say the Maker sent him special, always loyal, without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the holy Maker's holy bride. Oh, they thought the wounds had killed him, but then he limped out toward the fire. Hessarian, he shed a tear as that dog laid on the pyre. No, I'm not singing this. I'm not singing this. And there's Andrastes Mabari, and by the holy prophet's side. In the fight against Tavern, that dog would never hide. They say the Maker made him special, always loyal without pride. So he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. Yes, that Mabari is the companion of the Maker's holy bride. A popular... a popular, if historically unlikely, for Elden Tavern song. Okay. That was great. More songs, please.
As there is but one world, one life, one death, there is
Ooh, I found loot. A weighted dagger, I will take it. And Elford. Can I leave? I can leave.
As there is but one God, one life, one death, there is but one God, and he is our maker.
I'm not going to travel too far afield just yet.
We cannot stay here,
Why not?
because we're Templars.
What does that even mean anymore? That we splinter and fight amongst ourselves instead of protecting the mages?
Better that than stay here with this Inquisition.
You're awfully quick to dismiss the people who saved your life, Matrin.
So, okay, so we got two Templars here. One is awesome, the other sucks. And it's really interesting to see, like, that there's just to see, to actually hear in the dialogue how the Inquisition is playing out.
Yes?
Are hated and accursed.
I'm going to investigate the yes. Tell me about the Templars. Yeah, let's do it.
Take on the Templar Order.
The shadow of what it was. Where once we both protected all people from the dangers of magic, we now posture and grab at power. One day, I hope the circles are again sanctuaries where mages can practice their craft.
Very interesting. Okay. So, yeah, she is not happy with the direction the Templars are going in.
You're not going to rejoin the Order?
When the temple went up, your forces rescued those few of us still alive. My life is a debt I intend to repay, however I can.
So these people, like, there's no small amount of people. Some people are grumbling about the Inquisition, but some people are, like, really indebted to it, indebted to us, and so they feel like they have to help.
Do you have any idea what caused the explosion?
No, I'm just a recruit. Belief and faith doesn't get you closer to the important meetings. Though that distance did save my life.
I will talk to you later.
Walk in the Maker's grace.
And you, jerkface McGee, you don't think you have anything to say. Here I am just haphazardly running through combat. Whee! Whee!
As there is but one God, one
Okay.
life, one death,
Loot, let me just steal your stuff.
and he is our
Templar
maker.
Great Sword is some schematic.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better horses. I heard Seeker Pentecost might try to acquire suitable mounts from Master Dennett in the hinterlands.
Oh, and who are you to be fishing around for what the higher-ups are doing?
Back in Ansburg, my uncle was 5th Praetor.
And what's that mean for you back in Arnsberg?
Honestly, about as much as it does here.
Okay, so we got a blacksmith here, we got horses might be a thing. I was about to start singing Old Country Road, but I won't.
That may prove more effective against demons.
Oh, does she? Well, we'll take anything that gives our blades a bit more bite. You mages aren't half bad.
I am no longer a mage.
Even better.
Why are you no longer a mage? What does that mean? I know Templars can... Is it because you're part of the Inquisition? I don't know, that doesn't quite make sense.
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
What new gear? Oh, I'm wearing new gear. I didn't even notice. Is this... Am I wearing new gear? Or is this meant to come later? quite well. I think my character would actually respect tradesmen and would like, especially the people who armor her. I think she's doesn't want to, you know, bite the hand that feeds her.
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you.
Nice.
So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Alright, what's your story, Harriet?
How did you come to be here?
Come from a little town called Lothring. Long gone now. I
Lothring.
was in Redcliffe when the Darkspawn hit it during the Blight. Helped rebuild. Left when royalty decided it was time to hand the place over to the bloody mages. Ended up here. Just missed the boom. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
No, in this case it's lucky. In this case it's definitely lucky.
You're still walking. That's always good.
True enough.
So, Lothring, the name is familiar to me. Where was it from? Like, this is a real question. Where actually it was? Which place in Dragon Age Origins was Lothring? Was it the place that you first stopped at, where you met Sten? All right, what's your story? Do you outfit the troops?
Who outfits the Inquisition soldiers?
Not me. I've got work to do. Can't be passing a sword to every blighter who signs up. If you want to help the troops, talk to Thren, the quartermaster. She'll set up requisitions.
So, okay, so you actually will help with me, but Thren will help with the troops. I might be misunderstanding that.
Does the Inquisition not have supplies to make armor or weapons?
Tough convincing traders to haul up here. Impossible to get them to risk the rare stuff, so that's on you.
Let's see, can you improve my equipment? Yeah, let's go. Can you improve my...
improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
So I'm actually wondering then if this place is going to be... Because I think in the past... No, Kirkwall was kind of a home. Dragon Age Origins, though, you were just kind of wandering around from town to town. I wonder if Haven's going to be like our home base, where we just kind of keep coming back here every once in a while through fast travel or something.
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we'll talk.
Okay.
You need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
No, you're blocking the TV, dude. Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Right.
Did I just get experience for talking? Oh, because I got a codex. Let me check if there... What else is new in codices here? Because some of these I read... Well, let's just see. Oh, this is new. A Study of the Fifth Blight, Volume 1. While some of my contemporaries dispute whether the Fifth Blight was a true blight or merely a large darkspawn resurgence, historians agree that it began in the swamps of the Korkari Wilds on the southeastern border of Ferelden in the year 930 Dragon. This is Dragon Age Origins. King Kaelin Theron was swift in responding to the threat, gathering the royal army, every Grey Warden in his country, and sending a call for aid to the Ferelden nobility. The assembled armies laid a trap in the ruins of Ostagar, hoping to crush the force before it reached civilization. But they failed. Darkspawn overran the defenders of Ostagar and decimated the king and his army. They continued their advance into Ferelden unopposed. Only 2 Grey Wardens managed to escape the slaughter, and somehow they came into possession of ancient treaties. Thank you, Morgan. Morgan, I think, was her name. And her witch mother, her witch dragon mother, Janeway, which compelled the races of men to join arms against the massing horde. The surviving wardens made their way to Kinloch Hold, home of the Ferelden Circle. I didn't know it was called Kinloch Hold, actually, but I remember how much I enjoyed that, the circle where, like, you actually got to go through that weird dream sequence, and conscripted the mages. In desperation to find more allies, the wardens journeyed into the Brokillian forest. Seeking the Dalish, the elves too joined the growing army. Balin Idukin was crowned King of Orzammar, and the Dwarven armies marched for the surface. Despite their successes, though, greater challenges were yet to come. From a study of the fifth Blight by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. Ooh, Volume 1 and 2. The Gathered Lords and Ladies of Ferelden. This is actually really helpful to me as someone who only vaguely remembers Dragon Age Origins. The Gathered Lords and Ladies of Ferelden found Tavern Logain guilty of a number of crimes. What's the image of here? Oh, this is the same for all of them. Found Tavern Logain guilty of a number of crimes and sentenced him to execution. Furthermore, the Landsmeet bore witness to the betrothal of Queen Honora to Alistair Theron, the lost son of Marek. So, in the canon then, because I know this is one of the areas where I know that back in Dragon Age Origins you actually could choose different endings, different things to happen. So in this world, in the canon world, they were betrothed. Nobility then pledged their own, because he was really unhappy about it. Alistair was really unhappy about that, but I think we convinced him to do it. Wasn't there some ending some optional ending where you could convince him to, like, have sex with Morrigan and make her, like, a weird magic baby? Again, let me know if you remember anything like that, or if that's just some weird fever dream or fanfic I read. The nobility then pledged their own armies in the battle against the Blight. The Archdemon clashed with the allied forces at the city of Denerim and was eventually slain, but at terrible cost. Much of the city lay in ruin, and the warden who rallied the armies, later known as the Hero of Ferelden, perished in the battle. The Fifth Blight ended before most of Thedas knew it had begun, but it left a terrible wound on Ferelden. The losses suffered at Ostagar and Denerim greatly compromised the security of the kingdom. Southern Ferelden, from the Korkari wilds to the edge of the Benorn, are to this day a wasteland. Really? Really, really? Is Alistair still around, and is he the king of the wasteland? It's uncertain how far the ripples for this eventual travel, or what waves it has already stirred. From Study of the Fifth Blight by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. Very cool. What's this one? The First Inquisition. Did we already read this? I don't remember if we already read this. I'm going to skim through it at least. Birth of the Chantry took place more than 9 ages ago. Mists of Time, I think this is new. If it's not, I apologize. You can skip it. You can skip anything. It's up to you. It is commonly believed the Chantry alone created the Templars and the Circle of Magi. Few recall there was ever an Inquisition. Those who do believe it predated the Chantry, hunting cultists and mages in a reign of terror, ending only upon its transformation into the Templar Order. This is not quite the truth. One must keep in mind the state of Thedas prior to the Chantry's creation, a world where the only source of order, the Tevinter Imperium, had fallen apart. People blamed magic for the death of Andraste, the blight, the terror they saw every day, and not without reason. Abominations and demons rampaged their countryside. No one was safe. Disparate groups of men and women initially formed the Seekers of Truth, determined to re-establish order because no one else would do what was necessary. The truth they sought, the question they tried to answer was how to restore sanity in a world gone mad. Was theirs a reign of terror, perhaps? Evidence suggests they were as vigilant in their protection of mages as they were of regular people. When they intervened, they convened an ad hoc trial to determine the guilty party. $5 says that this is going to happen, that we're going to have to do a trial. This even application of justice led to their poor reputation. Seekers came down against every group at one time or another, their Inquisition gaining notoriety for being on no one's side but their own. They considered themselves good people, however, followers of the Maker's true commandments. This was never more evident than when they laid down their banner in support of the fledgling Chantry. They believed with all their heart that the Templar Order was the answer a desperate Thedas needed in a terrible time. Ultimately, the Inquisition was composed of independent idealists, not Chantry zealots. That is the truth. Inquisition was composed of independent idealists. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Gentavi. So the Inquisition, just as I'm saying this, I'm trying to process this. So the Inquisition was old, pre-Chantry, but post-Andraste. Andraste. It was like, it was a, where did they say about the Seekers? So the Seekers are the truth, are the Inquisition? Where's the Seekers? Seekers. I'm just scanning here to see where's the Seekers. Disparate groups of men and women initially formed the Seekers of Truth, determined to reestablish order. The Seekers came down against every group at one time or another, their Inquisition gaining notoriety. So the Inquisition is like a particular attempt to bring order to a chaotic space by the Seekers of Truth, and this is another such attempt, because this is another such chaotic time. That makes sense. Tales. I think I've read through these. Ooh, I like that snowy outfit with a puppy about to bite a shield. This is new too. Once we were in our peace, with our lives assured, once we were not afraid of the dark, once we sat in our kingdom with hope and pride, once we ran through the fields with great strides, we held the fade and the demon's flight so far from our children and from our lives. We held together the fragile sky. I really like that turn of phrase. We held together the fragile sky to keep our way of life. Once we raised up our chalice in victory, once we sat in the light of our dreams, once we were in our homeland with strength and might, once we were not afraid of the night. As performed by the bard Martin Halewell. When was that once? I love the ode to Andraste's pupper. Randy Darriger Quarterly, of course, the Singing Maiden, those we got. Okay. Modify weapons. Modification. Upgrading an item adds this upgrade stats to the item's stats, in addition to changing its appearance. For example, attaching a hilt with a +3 cunning bonus to a sword adds this bonus to the sword. I imagine, though, there's only so many certain slots, or that you can't just keep slapping on hilts to a sword. Modification. You can freely remove and add existing upgrades or exchange them between different items. New upgrades can be crafted in the crafting station. Okay. So let's say I want to upgrade this. No upgrades available. So there's an upgrade available for this, right? For this fire staff. How do I do it? Disciple staff blade. Empty. Grip or rune. No rune upgrades available. What's this then? Oh, that's just the base. So are there upgrades available or not? I can add cunning to this disciple staff blade, but it doesn't sound super great. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused. Let me try that. Let me check through that again, because I feel like I'm missing something there. I get that. Okay, so let's see this one. Remove upgrade. So there is an upgrade on this already? No, I don't want to confirm that. Do I want to keep my changes? No. Disciple staff blade. What's the upgrade? I see it's +2 cunning, but is it like... Is this a rune? Is this something else? I don't understand. Yeah, and this is one of those things where I'll take any help. If it's something I'm missing. If it's something they'll tell me later, don't worry about it. Defender coat. Okay, no upgrades available. Why does it say that there's no upgrades available for most of these, but... Okay, so there's an upgrade available for this, because everything else says no upgrades available. This has upgrades available. Heavy arms. So no upgrades available for that, but for heavy arms there is. I can do defender coat arms. Okay. Confirm changes. Trophy earned. Customized. Okay. So we upgraded the thing. Nice. Piece by piece. No, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Right.
Right. Get some loot, an arming sword schematic. So, our schematic, is this the place I go for schematics then?
You need something? Let me know.
I need you to tell me about schematics. Accessories, the tactician's renewal. Oh, this is, I'm in a store. What's the tactician's renewal? The single-use amulet lets the bearer clear her mind and reapply the benefits of combat knowledge for maximum tactical flexibility. What does that mean? Reapply the benefits of combat knowledge. I don't know. Crafted by Formari Tranquil. Oh, the Tranquil. Speaking of things, those give me the Ghiblies. Crafted by Formari Tranquil, who despite recent events remain open to commissions by the influential, although at increasing rarity and cost. Respec abilities, single use. Okay. Okay, I don't think I need that now. Good to know that that exists, though. That if I make a terrible choice, which I will, because I'm me, then it won't lock me in forever. Anything in here? It's a stern grumpus on the wall. Nothing in here. Is that a rabbit? It's a pig! Oh my god, get back here, pig! No. No, I told myself I wouldn't seek things, but what if this is like... What if this is like the magic pig? Where if I, like, he'll lead me to treasure or something. Or is that a rabbit? I don't... It looks like a piglet. No, it's a rabbit. No, don't kill the magic piglet. What the hell am I doing?
Do you think you can...
Oh god, weapon craft. Okay, here we go. Weapon crafting. Arming sword Templar. So these are the schematics I have. Good to know. All weapons. Arming sword. It's like Templar. Great sword seems great. Let me put this in because I don't have any greatsword wielding characters right now. Let me put this in the context of my own character. What's my weapon right now? A weighted dagger. 121 attack. Is that what that means? 121 attack? I think so. Griffin shield, Ferelden longsword seems like it sucks. But I don't think I want a dagger forever, because daggers are... They don't seem like they're meant for... It doesn't look like I'm wielding a dagger. That looks like a big old honkin' sword. Or does this just mean... Oh, okay, gotcha. No, it's highlighted. Okay, it's not actually what I'm using. What I'm using is the Ferelden, Ferelden longsword. So 48 is what I'm using, with a Griffin shield of 6. So that's my.
Quartermaster Thren understands that your work can't be rushed, Master Harry.
Fine. Midweek. Tell Thren she owes me.
So this seems better. Crafting. Each crafting schematic has 1 more slots. Each slot accepts a specific number of materials of either metal, cloth, or leather. Fill all available slots to craft an item. There are 5 different types of crafting slots: utility, offense, defense, damage, and armor. The type of slot determines the stat that will be generated from the material placed in it. For example, placing iron in the defense slot gives a bonus to melee defense, while putting it in the utility slot gives a bonus to strength. Okay. Experiment with... Wait. Placing iron in a defense slot... Okay, got it. Experiment with different combinations of materials and slots to create unique items that fit your needs. What fits my needs? So iron... Which slot is this? This is the... How do I know? Oh, this is damage. I see it up top. Damage, 6 metal. Offense, 4 metal. I don't know the difference between damage and offense. Maybe offense is like... Well, let's see. So if I put iron here, it gives Oh, the things are on the bottom left. Okay. Primary slot, utility slot, off. Oh, right. Okay, I gotcha. This is all starting to click. So damage slot. If I use iron, it does nothing. Or is this count as an offense slot? 56 empty. 50 damage. What does this mean? 50 damage. Is this... Because it says that if this were in the offense slot, this would boost attack by 1%. So like if I were putting this in offense, that boosts attack by plus 4 attack. If I put this in damage, why does it do 50? Does it give 50 extra damage? Because that sounds really good. All of them give the same amount of damage. Is this a primary slot? I mean, it's bigger, so maybe it's a primary slot. I don't know. So low armor rating damage. So it gives low armor rating. What does that mean? Low armor rating / damage. This is not super clear, or else I'm really bad at understanding this. Summerstone, onyx, iron. They all give 50 damage. But in offense, one gives plus attack, the other gives plus stagger on hit. Wait, plus 4%. Oh, because it's 4, because there's 4 of them. Gotcha. I'm going to hold off on this for the moment. I'm hoping that you can help me understand, I guess, what that primary, what slot it's upgrading, what that damage upgrade means. And, yeah, another time then. Alright.
Master Harry said we weren't to sell Inquisition blades.
What Harry doesn't know won't hurt him.
I'm Andraste's buddy. What am I? Andraste's Herald of Andraste, and I'm right here.
Good day. Or good as it could be with the sky ripped apart.
Why have you
What kind
stayed?
of person stays to run a shop at a time like this?
The kind with nowhere else to go. Those blasted demons destroyed most of my goods. If I stay here, work some contacts, I can start rebuilding. Maybe, just maybe, help you folks out in the process.
Kind of a rogue type.
You must speak with most everyone here. How are people doing?
Hope and fear in equal measure. No one really knows what it means when an Inquisition is called. Yet, I imagine it's no better for you. You've got my sympathies, for what it's worth.
Oh, thank you. I do like you. I like you
Can I see what
immediately.
you have for sale?
Of course. My wares are at the table.
So you sell an infinite barbarian maul, which I will not be getting. What does infinite mean? Maybe that means it can't be broken? Is there a... Do the non-infinite weapons have... So what does this have? I'm trying to figure out the difference between infinite and non-infinite, and I do not know. Don't feel obligated to answer all these questions. A lot of it is, I'm sure I'll figure out eventually, or it's not that important. Sturdy Bianca grip. Yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about what's in here. It's just, it's overwhelming, and I do want to play the game. I think I'll probably come back once I actually have moved on. I'll probably come back once I've moved on with the story a little bit, and I'm ready to see what's up. Varric, how you doing?
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Yeah, this has been a busy little week. Too many people died up there. Oh, I'm fine. This is all bullshit. I think she likes Varric. I'm gonna have her like Varric and be like kind of open that like this is a lot, because I mean, she was an elf sent to spy, and all of a sudden she's the center of everything. So I think she feels comfortable enough around him to drop some of the stoic stuff.
I have no idea what's happening anymore.
That makes two of us. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
There's one of my favorite parts of the Stephen King post-apocalyptic book, The Stand, is talking about the guy who keeps making the same mistakes over and over, keeps screwing up, letting people down. And I remember there was a section where his mother, he's mooching all money off of for the millionth time, thinks that it'll take the only way that he'll change is if there's a catastrophe, and then something in him will emerge. And I wonder if that happened with Varric. Hasn't sunk in yet. We need to close the breach. I was fortunate. I mean,
The breach needs to be sealed. The sooner the better.
yeah.
If it can be sealed, you might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
I don't know. Not much seems beyond heroes in the Dragon Age game.
What do dwarves do when magic gets out of control?
We call the Templars, just like the rest of you.
Even down in Orzammar?
Friend, I've never even seen Orzammar. The dwarves don't have mages, so magic likely
Oh,
isn't a
right.
problem.
They're like, that's why they mine lyrium or something. Can we actually go inside the bar this time? Inside the singing maiden?
Fix the door just like you asked, Flitter.
I'll make her bless you. Can I get you something for your trouble?
Master Harry said I should go back
Welcome
right
back.
away.
Nightingale's eyes, secret lies in their worth. Raven's tears they cry.
This is a beautiful song.
While we softly lie and spy on you. Nightingale's eyes, what will they find left behind? Craving as a spy, with heart remiss, with us who could not find the truth.
I legitimately love this song.
So we're hiding, dying to leave. We're hiding from the fighting, longing to see. We're waiting for someone to speak and set us all free.
Do my best.
Nightingale's eyes can free the ties on our hands. Craving master spies, can they find the key that can unlock the past? We're hiding from the fighting, longing to see.
This sounds like Regina Spektor.
For someone
Not quite, but
to
close.
speak and set us all free.
And that's a high praise. Can I give you money? That was incredible. That was really good. Oh my god.
Enchanters, the time has come to be alive in the circle of Magi, where we will thrive with our brothers. Enchanters revive, the tide will not unwind. The dragon's crooked spine will never straighten into line. What we plead will be a faithful and decree, where
I'm just transfixed. This is really, really legitimately good. What are enchanters in this world? Aren't they like higher ups in the circle of Magi? Yeah. Trying to make sense of this. I'm looking for... I'm gonna call it in just a second. I just need to see the enchanters. Enchanters times come to be alive. I'm not gonna re-say the whole song, but God, this is... I have to find like who actually... I need you... If you can tell me like who actually sings this. Because it's... Is it just a studio singer? Is it a professional? I mean, I'm sure it's a professional, but is it just like someone in the studio or someone famous? I love her voice. Enchanters remind that... Okay, our plea will be faithful and... Our plea will be a faithful and decree where man will not retreat. Is this... As you once were blind in the light, now you can sing. In our strength we can rely, and history will not repeat. Is this... Times come to be alive with the circle of Magi, where we will thrive with our brothers. Why? So they're hearkening to the enchanters, who, if I'm remembering, are higher ups. It's hard for me to make sense because I just don't remember what enchanters were. I thought they were higher ups, but I keep hearing the kid's voice from the first Dragon Age, where he's just saying enchantment, and so it might be something like that. But so that was a good song, but. Randy Dowager Quarterly, I'll never get over that. Nightingale's Eyes. God, I'm gonna go like after the session. I'm gonna put that on because that was incredible. That was incredible. It was incredible. Bird Maridan Halewell. Maridan Halewell, you are incredible. You are an incredible person. Tutorials. I think this is stuff I've seen before, but. This white background makes it really hard to see which is new. Revive, tactical camera, fader of status effects, crafting, this is the new one. The schematic, okay. The schematic determines the appearance and potential power of the crafted item. Oh, that makes sense. Just what it looks like. Materials determine the specific stats and power. Each crafting schematic has one or more slots. Fill all slots with craft item. There are 5 different types of crafting slots. Utility, offense, defense, damage, and armor. Okay, so we each gem or stone only impacted the only said what it did for utility, offense, defense, and armor. Type of slot determines the stat that we placed in. For example, placing iron in defense slot is melee. Okay. What about for damage? Because that's the one I'm confused by. Experiment with different combinations to create unique items to fit your needs. Nice flexibility there. Really interesting. Upgrading an item to the upgrade stats adds the upgrade stats to the item stats in addition to changing its appearance. Freely remove stuff. Yeah, it's just the damage thing that confuses me. Okay, I'm gonna... No. I'm just gonna sit here all friggin' day and listen to her concert if I don't... And I may do that next time. I'm not above just listening to a concert, and... Because, oh my god, if it's part of the experience of the game, I'm gonna do it, but... Another thing, let me know if you want me to cut out the songs. But... No, I'm cutting this now. I'm going to be here all day. Thank you for watching. We didn't make much progress, but, you know, that's what this Dragon Age playthrough is shaping up to be. It's going to be taking my time, reading the lore, not processing a lot of it, but enjoying it along the way as best I can. And listening to beautiful, beautiful music. I should be so lucky. Thank you for watching.